What's good with y'all, bro? It's your boy Skylight, and today we are back with another video. Today I want to talk about something that is probably going to be on the news uh, not too long away from here, I guess. There is supposedly supposed to be a second wave of Corona, and I want to warn you guys. And not too long ago, Bill Gates himself was able to predict the second wave, right? Like during the beginning of quarantine and all that shit, right? Bill Gates himself was able to predict a second wave. And what's crazy is Bill Gates himself he's behind the vaccines and all that shit, right? Here's my thing about this whole entire thing. For one, why they're able to predict a second wave is because not only did they create acceptances during lockdown, but they're able to predict the second wave because supposedly during winter is where, you know, all types of illnesses and viruses and flus and shit like that, that's where they do their thing. That's like home field advantage for their asses. But my thing is, why would you I just don't get it. Why would you open up schools? You know, why would you open up schools? I'm not sure if all schools are open, you know what I mean, but I do know that why would you, no, first off, why would you, okay, here's the thing. That was not what we experienced was not a quarantine. It was simply a test of who's going to listen and who's not. You know what I mean? We're gonna say this is a lockdown. We're gonna say this is quarantine, but it's only a quarantine for people who will listen to it. You know what I mean? It's only a quarantine for people who will listen to it. Niggas in lockdown are the people who comply, right? The people who listen to the news, who listen to the government, and they live only accordingly to the news, right? They live only accordingly to external sources. You know, they don't listen to their intuition. Here's my thing. Essential workers during a pandemic, a bio-warfare pandemic, right? They make acceptances for who is essential, right? To keep the economy running, right? We're so brainwashed by money, you know, that money will be the death of a lot of people based on what they tell us about what Corona is, right? Essential workers that, like fast food workers, delivery, warehouse, right? Essential workers, nigga. If you're still working, you are considered essential workers. But businesses, right? Small businesses and things like that, they're all being, you know, shut down, you know? And all of them they're not even all being shut down, bro. People are still living their life, you know, regardless of quarantine and lockdown. People are still doing their normal shit regardless of quarantine and lockdown. And they're okay, right? They're living their best life. People are fine. If you listen to the news, people probably won't be fine. If you listen to the news, people are, you know, dying. People are sick. People are sick and don't know it. If you listen to the news, you're gonna get a earful of BS, an earful of fear. You know, your daily dose of misinformation. Information you take without doing your own research, and that's something you don't want to do. You know, that's where you mess up. Because if you take what the news is telling you without doing your own information, you could be misled and led to the slaughterhouse. My thing about them being able to predict a second wave is that they knew what they were doing in the first place, right? if it was so deadly, if it was so serious, if it was as serious as they were displaying it throughout social media platforms and on social media, on the news and on anything that has to do with news in general. If they were so, especially mainstream, this disease was so damn serious, why do you have essential workers being the sacrifice, right? And the essential workers, I'm not sure if they knew if they knew that this disease was serious, according to the news, but the essential workers, they opted to stay working even during the pandemic. That's how brainwashed these people are. Even though that we are risking our lives, right? Accordingly to the news, accordingly to these external sources, we're risking our lives, right? We're still willing to, go to work, make money, get a check. My thing about this is that is why they're able to predict a second wave. You know what I mean? It's because we do this shit to ourselves. Even though, okay, let's say Corona is real. People don't listen. People still live life like this shit doesn't exist. You know what I mean? They still live life like there's nothing going on. They still live life like it's peaches and rainbows. You know what I mean? They live life like everything is Gucci. That's not the case. That is not the case at all, whatsoever. Somebody is lying. Somebody is not being honest. You know what I mean? The government is not being honest. The news is not being honest. And I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? I'm tired of this bullshit because not only will I have to grow up in this bullshit, if I have kids, eventually they will, right? They will have to grow up in this bullshit. They will have to obey these policies and rules that are made up on the go. And these new rules and policies that will be accordingly made to Corona, some of them won't even make sense, right? They're trying to make masks, gloves, 6 feet social distancing mandatory. They're trying to make all this shit mandatory, and slowly it's becoming normal to us in the subconscious, right? Everything is becoming normal. Being afraid to talk to people, washing your hands every time you touch something, sanitizing your hands every 3 seconds, wearing a mask everywhere you go. It's becoming, we're becoming used to this shit, right? We're becoming very used to it. And this is something that I don't think we should be used to. This is something that we need to start questioning before this shit gets deep and we go down the rabbit hole of no rights. You know what I mean? We got to start questioning things in order to prevent more bullshit from happening. You know what I'm saying? Because if more bullshit happens, then who's to blame? The people enforcing the bullshit or the people that had a choice to prevent it? You know? We all had a choice to prevent this shit, right? We all had a choice to prevent this from happening. Uh, Everyone has a choice. There's more of us than there are of them. And the reason that they're able to control and manipulate us is through news. And we all give our attention to the news. Not me, but I know the majority of people give their attention to the news, right? And the reason that they're saying that there will be a second wave is because people will buy that. People will believe it. And it makes sense for there to be a second wave, right? I'm not even... Let me say this, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Me personally, I think that Corona is a hoax. I think it's fake. That's me, my personal opinion. You know, if you have any information to disagree with that, please let me know. Make your own video bashing my shit, you know? Set me straight. But me personally, I think that Corona is a hoax. And I just think it's fake, bro. Point blank. I just don't think it's real. You know, it came, like, think about it, bro. They're gonna have vaccines ready. They're gonna have vaccines ready very soon. Very soon. And vaccines usually take around what? Vaccines usually take around up to maybe 5 years, maybe even 10 years to actually master, to actually complete. But miraculously, they're supposed to be coming November 1st. Vaccines are supposed to be coming November 1st, right? My thing is, why would you, like, here's my thing, this is my thing. Even if Corona is real, right? Even if it is real, they already had the vaccine ready before it hit the first person. They already named the virus before it hit the first person, right? And okay, there's so much shit I want to talk about, right? There's a lot of shit on my mind. It really is. Because when I say one thing, when I say one topic, another topic pops up. They say that Corona was airborne. They say Corona was, that butterfly was like a damn size of a bird. But yeah, they say that Corona is airborne. They say if you touch somebody, that shit rubs off. They say that Corona is highly contagious. If they say that shit, like, why is everybody not infected yet? People that go to Walmart, people that still go to work, you know, germs are gonna be there regardless of you putting or taking off a mask, bro. The germs are on your mask, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything, like, germs, they can seep through your mask. Like, I don't understand. Like, they're lying to us, bro. Mask ain't protecting shit. But your mask ain't protecting shit, but it's just helping you sleep better at night. These things, these little things, like wearing gloves, washing your hands, is just to help you sleep better at night. You know what I mean? I just don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it is because I feel like I'm not the only person, like, especially like in my family or in my household that thinks the way I do, right? Not too many people think the way I do. And sometimes that gets annoying. It's because I expect other people to think the way I do, right? I expect people to be on their shit when it comes to exposing bullshit, knowing the truth. I expect people to be on the same conscious level as me. But that's not the case. Because a lot of people in my family, they still get their information from the news. They still wait for information from the news, and they go off of that information from the news without questioning it. And I was talking to somebody in my family, right? They were saying, we were talking about the second wave in we was talking about kids going back to school and all that. If you look on Google or like CDC, kids, the reason why they're letting kids even temporarily go back to school, right, is because they're supposedly more immune. You know what I mean? They're more immune to the virus than somebody that's like, I guess in their 20s or 30s and up, right? You know what I mean? They're supposedly more immune, which is why they accept the fact that kids can go back to school. But what I don't understand is, no. The reason why they say that kids are immune, right? The reason why they say kids are immune is because kids don't give a fuck. That is why, again, because they know they can't control kids, right? They can't control the way that kids act, because you know kids, they will see a chewed up piece of gum on the floor and eat that thing, right? They will eat it without questioning. You know what I mean? They like this. You know what I'm saying? They like, ooh, gum, right? Pick that bitch up and eat it, right? That's what the kids do. They don't give a fuck. They don't have any fears. They don't have any beliefs that we have as adults, right? We're programmed. Our kid state is stronger than our adult state. Than our spirit as a kid is stronger than our spirits as adults. Let me see, what else was I talking about? But yeah, they make exceptions for kids, right? They say that kids can temporarily go back. I mean, we want to see if how this will work, I guess. I don't know, right? There's kids still in daycare. You know what I mean? I got little cousins that go to daycare. I'm pretty sure they get their hands dirty. They're playing with other kids. They don't social distance. You know what I mean? They slobbing and spitting on each other constantly. You know, playing in the dirt. You know what I mean? Playing with other kids' toys and shit like that. You know, they do kid shit like we did, right? Again, they're making exceptions for kids. It's because they know that, for one, kids don't give a fuck, and again, this corona might not even be a real thing. It might be a whole hoax. You know what I mean? That's why they're making exceptions for kids, because kids don't give a fuck. They do the total opposite of what they're told. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot easier for a kid to get infected, right? Because based off how kids act, they don't give a fuck, right? They put toys, they put their hands in their mouth whenever they want, roll around in dirt, you know what I mean? They do all this shit. That's why they have to make an exception for children. They have to say that children are a little more immune than adults, right? They have to make these excuses, these acceptance. They have to make an acceptance, right? But at the beginning of quarantine and all that shit, everybody was dropping. You know what I mean? Everybody who ever touched corona, they was dropping. You know, niggas was dying. You feel what I'm saying? That's why, me personally, I think this shit is a hoax. Cause they always they tailor it. They manipulate it accordingly to what's gonna work for whoever created it, the government, right? They customize it accordingly to see how it's gonna work. And bro, stop looking at these numbers, bro. CDC lying to y'all, bro. CDC and all the news, these numbers are fucking fake. They're fake. There's no way these niggas out here counting all these cases, bro. There's no way, bro. No way. Ain't no way. My thing is, we gotta stop believing all this shit. We got to. It is the only way, bro. It is the only way. We gotta start doing our own research. Because if we don't start doing our own research, we're gonna fall for anything. And that's what we've been doing for a long ass time. We fall for anything and question nothing. I've been fine, bro. I don't know about y'all, but I've been feeling good. You know what I mean? I've been taking care of myself mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. I've been taking care of myself. And I advise y'all to do the same shit. The second wave is supposedly coming. And not only is the second wave coming, they're saying that a food shortage is also coming. That's what a lot of YouTubers are predicting. It's YouTubers that are doing their own research, right? They're adding and connecting the dots and letting y'all know before it happens. And the news tell y'all the last minute. Because that's how they get niggas into panic. That's how they control people. They need people at a very low vibration so that they depend, you know? They need people at a very low vibration so that they depend on them. You know what I mean? They need us depending. That is the only way that they can keep us under control. Yeah, man. The second wave is supposedly coming during winter. You're going to see cases rising, and they may even say the strain has become stronger. You know what I mean? They're going to say a whole lot of bullshit to keep you out of your high vibration. They want people at a very low and sad vibration. You know, that's the whole thing. That's the whole gig. It's to keep you depending on these vaccines. It's to keep you depending on their news. It's to keep you depending on things that's outside of yourself. You know, they only want you to rely on them. And they're going to come up with a lot more bullshit. So just be prepared. Just be prepared. That's going to do it for this video. Make sure y'all share this video. There's a lot of shit that I'm still gonna research and bring to y'all. But y'all just make sure y'all share this video, because there's a lot of information that needs to be addressed, and there's a lot of things that need to come to light. And by sharing this video, you may help somebody. This video may inspire people to do their own research. But yeah, bro. Make sure y'all peace.